replace the roof. But what he didn't do with the spirit of the program is, the first thing you're supposed to do is take care of the overgrowth in the yard, make the outside exterior, and it was a disaster. He was addressing those issues. So at that time, I was instructed to reach out and have them transferred back to our senior developer. So he stated that he had did the roofs, approved the permits, but it seemed to be an overprice of the roof replacements. But again, they settled and that's that. So there was work done to go towards that money that they had to pay to acquire it back, but it was a failure of the program.
I recall back when I first started on the council, I had asked that question too about, well, they're the only ones that are doing it. RT is the only ones that are doing it. What about those people out there that, first home buyers that want to come in and renovate a home and move into it? They said, no, that doesn't happen. It sounds like it is happening.
Well,
Given it
this
to
is definitely
else.
not in the spot, I'm going to go off on a thing here, so excuse me. What really upsets me here is we're just finding out about this mentoring problem, or mentoring program, I should say, within the last week or two, mostly getting updates. So we're going to need a complete update on the whole mentoring program. That is not definitely in the specs of the contract. This is the kind of thing that brought on a not so great topic, I think, on the news. This is a great program, in my opinion. However, now there's a black cloud over top of it because of stuff like this. And that's what really angers me, because I've always went in the forefront and said, I support this program from the time it began. I thought RT has done a phenomenal job, and I stick by it. All this other stuff that's went on behind closed doors is what's screwing this whole thing up. That's what's got the news crews here. That's what everything else is going. So this is the kind of stuff that needs to stop. Maybe I'm out of line here, I don't care. But when I stick my neck out for something and say this is a great program, it got all the slumlords out of here, and then stuff like this pops up. It totally makes us look like a fool, especially me, and I don't like it. So we're going to need a complete update on this whole mentoring program. Any documentation on separate contracts, who the other vendors are that receive these homes.
Okay, to go to your point, so what happened for years, from what I see, was we would have people that would buy them in foreclosure. They would buy 4 or 5 homes, and they would just run them out. Never register with the city. So I agree, this has been a great program. I've talked with Dan and Sam, it's a great program. Whatever all this other is, I don't know. And how do we know? We can't tell what's going on in other people's offices. So, but it's a great program, and I'll
But we should know because we're in the council.
Oh, 100%.
Well, we should.
There should have never been, we should have been part of the mentoring program. That was never even discussed. And to me, it's a clear violation of the contract. Clear violation. Because you guys are supposed to have the homes, we turn them over to you, and nobody is supposed to get them until it's completely, you get the CFO, and then you sell them. And if somebody wants to buy it after that point, that's perfectly fine. But this stuff that's happening beforehand is way out of line. Is there any other discussion? Councilman Missouri.
When's the next lot of homes going to be auctioned by the county? When would we have a shot at more properties?
Typically, they come right around 4th of July, and then they give us about 2-3 weeks to make a decision as to what homes we're going to claim. Obviously, this is put a black cloud over the program, and I agree that the program has produced great results. I don't believe that we've done things properly with the way homes were distributed this year, but I've worked on some changes that I feel are necessary. Kind of stepped up and taken more of a leadership role of how we're going to go about the program, where I don't feel I had that power in recent years. But again, it is truly not, I feel, as transparent as it should have been. And no doubt about it.
Is there any way to tell how many homes the county might be making available? Is there like a pre-list? Is there it's approximately close to the last year? I mean, is there any way to ballpark it?
Sure, yeah, I mean, it's tough to ballpark because typically they give you a preliminary list in the early part of the year. maybe 10% at that. Because they're trying to, especially with the focus that's been going on with the program, even from the county level, typically, you know, when municipalities don't claim these homes, they go right to auction, the public auction. Well, in the last 2 years, if, say, a municipality passed on it or funded, the county would intercept those homes and enter into development agreements. So, this year, they've released that they will not participate. So, if a municipality now doesn't claim them, they should eventually go to the public auction. We're trying to, like I said, I've come up with some ideas that I've presented to the mayor's office about how we move forward. And because you can't argue with the results of the program as far as raising values, cleaning up blight, and has been successful in that regard. But again, the transparency over the recent year has been what it should have been. But recent years, from the initial year we did this, the initial year there were 95 homes. There haven't been more than 40 since then, and I think this year it was only 30 total? 37. And that included the vacant lots, correct? So really, structure-wise, yours is a little bit.
Jeff, we put this out for bid in 17 or 18, right?
Year 2, so 16, 17, it went out for RFQ, as well as 17, 18, and then we plan on doing it.
The last time, we had how many people throw their name in the hat? How many people responded?
I believe there were 11.
And then there was a committee set up internally within the city to review the 11 and make decisions on who are the 11 to give the properties to, correct?
Yes, through the chair.
And that's, we're planning on doing that again?
Yes.
Because I mean, we're gonna get these properties in July?
Yeah, that's the difficult part through the chair, is that you don't get much turn time on it. Once they give you the list, you gotta have a
So
resolution.
we don't have an RFQ out right now for people, you know?
We have one drafted, but I had a meeting set up tomorrow to discuss it with the mayor's office. I could kind of send you if you want, kind of what I've put together so far.
I'm just thinking,
You-
you want to be
we've
prepared to
talked about
take
it.
on, whether it's 94 or 33 houses in July or August, we gotta get going.
Yeah, through the chair, I mean, it's tough to plan the volume. Like, volume-wise, you don't know what you're gonna get. Even when we went through the RFQ process last year, we didn't have a list till the week after we interviewed all these companies, so.
Just want to touch base on one more thing. At first I thought I might have read it wrong or whatever, going back and reading the email chains and stuff. Jeff, you are the department head and you run this program, correct? So all questions should respectfully go through Jeff. However, we have any right to reach out and talk to anybody. You know, from what I read in the email chain, I kind of took it as you guys were told not to talk to us, that all questions had to go through you. Nobody has the authority to tell anybody that they cannot talk to council. I want to reiterate that while we're here. As council, we should go through Jeff first, but in any other department or anything, we should probably reach out to Jeff first, but if we can't get a hold of him or we want to ask RT a certain question, we have every right. And you telling us that you can't talk to us because somebody told you not to is unacceptable. Okay? And I want everybody to know that in this room. There's department heads. That goes as far as any department. I've never, just reading through the email, like I said, I thought it was me, but other people mentioned it too. So try to follow protocol, go through the department head, but if you want to reach out to a vendor, you have every right whatsoever. So, is there any other discussion on this?
Through the chair, maybe it was misinterpreted. No one said they can't talk to council. We're just asking questions. We sent
Sure.
me copied on it.
Right, I understand, but I just wanted to make that clear also. Okay, is there any other discussion? Item number 28, motion to, glass up here again. Motion to approve the City of Taylor in partnership with Baum Hospital to submit a grant application to the Ralph C. Wilson Jr. Foundation for the improvements at the former Fletcher School site. Mr. Ball?
Thank you. Chair, this is a opportunity that Beaumont Health came to us with. Obviously with this site, there's been over $1 million invested so far. We've had the blight elimination where we demolished the old structure, the TAP grant, which is installing pathways, and County Safety Lane. CDBG installed sidewalks from North Line to Superior along Marty. So this next portion is Michigan Beaumont as well as City of Taylor applying for the Ralph Wilson grant. The Ralph Wilson Foundation is just awarded the City of Detroit Parks and Rec $100 million, as well as a connection grant for beginning the e-course into Detroit for the Iron Bell Trail, which extends all the way to UB. For bike traffic, they just got 1.9 million, so we worked up this proposal that we want to submit with council resolution. It strengthens your application, obviously, so that's why we're bringing it forward.